How do you picture Antarctica? Most of us visualize scenes of a frozen world that sits silent and still. But you can't just think of the southernmost continent as a giant ice cube. Scientists have documented plenty of activity both above and below the surface, and beneath the ice, something unexpected is stirring. No, sorry. I know it's close to Halloween, but this isn't about a mysterious Halloween ice creature from the depths. However, what's happening may be just as alarming as because it's real. This past year, researchers found growing signs that Antarctica could become the climate's next methane time bomb, sparking a doom loop where warming triggers the release of methane, which in turn fuels even more warming. Many of these recent discoveries are unexpected and could throw off all the established climate models, and not in a good way. Here are 6 new warnings about increased Antarctic methane release that have researchers deeply concerned. As usual, I'll cite key sources in my description in case you'd like to learn more. Number 1, dozens of new methane seeps. Until recently, scientists had confirmed only a single active methane seep anywhere in Antarctica. Now they've found dozens, more than 40 in the Ross Sea alone. Some of these are appearing in regions that were previously studied and found inactive, suggesting a sudden shift in the delicate balance that once kept this gas locked beneath the seafloor. It's not just the number of seeps, but how fast they're forming. Number 2, an alarming rate of change. The new seeps are emerging at what scientists describe as an astonishing rate. While some of this may reflect improved monitoring techniques, the overall trend points to a system changing much faster than expected. The pressure and temperature conditions that have trapped Antarctic methane for millennia are starting to weaken, and that's setting off alarms in the scientific community. Number 3, massive methane columns discovered. In early 2025, a Spanish research expedition in the Antarctic Peninsula made a startling discovery: giant methane plumes rising from the ocean floor. These gas columns were measured stretching up to 700 meters long and 70 meters wide. These plumes are venting from frozen formations called methane hydrates, a crystalline mix of gas and ice. For the first time, we're witnessing these hydrates breaking apart on a large scale in Antarctic waters. Number 4, the microbes can't keep up. In most oceans, methane-consuming microbes act as a biological filter, oxidizing methane before it escapes into the atmosphere. But around Antarctica, these seeps are forming so rapidly that microbial communities may not have time to adapt to the sudden influx. That means more methane could slip through this natural defense, break the surface, and directly add to the greenhouse effect, increasing global warming. Number 5, risks of seabed collapse and tsunamis. Methane hydrates also act as a kind of glue, helping to stabilize continental slopes. If the hydrates begin to thaw, the sediments could destabilize and collapse, triggering massive underwater landslides. And that's not just a geological curiosity. Those landslides could create tsunamis, adding another layer of risk to an already unstable system. Number 6, new sources of warming. While the focus is often on warming ocean water, dissolving the hydrates, scientists have recently confirmed that geothermal heat from beneath the Antarctic seabed may be contributing to the instability. The continent sits on areas with active geological processes, and this natural heat flow could be accelerating the melting from below, compounding the effects of human-induced warming from above. This dual source of heat makes the situation in the icy depths even more precarious than previously thought, representing another unexpected factor that current climate models often fail to include. Who cares about Antarctic methane? Methane is a super pollutant, over 80 times more powerful than carbon dioxide in trapping heat during its first 2 decades in the atmosphere. Methane doesn't stay in the atmosphere as long as CO2, but it has an outsized impact while it's there. If enough of it escapes, it could set off a powerful feedback loop. Warming oceans release methane, which accelerates warming, which melts even more ice and destabilizes more methane hydrates. Previously, most concerns about increasing atmospheric methane centered around the Arctic, not the Antarctic. Therefore, most climate models don't fully account for Antarctic methane emissions. That means The projections we rely on to plan for the future may actually underestimate the pace of change that's already underway. Right now, about 60% of global methane emissions come from human activities and only 40% from natural sources. However, a warming world could shift even more emissions to those natural sources, though you can certainly argue that human activities sparked the initial increase. For now, scientists are still measuring and trying to understand how much methane is truly being released and how much is reaching the air. Nobody can say for sure what impact this will have on climate models, though I can't imagine it's good news. The message from the icy south is clear. The climate system is more interconnected and more fragile than we once believed. Antarctica's frozen depths may not stay silent forever, and the world will feel the impact because of sea level rise, unstable weather, and global warming. In my opinion, we need to pay attention while we still have time to react and adapt. Please let us know what you think by leaving a comment. I hope you stay connected with this community of concerned citizens of the Earth by subscribing to this channel and liking the video. In the meantime, take good care of yourself out there in the world.